Hi there, you're watching the Gardens and Graveyard channel. My name is Charisma, and today we're meeting in the backyard and we're taking out a shrub. It is a giant Hebe. I actually think there's two, there might even be three. I don't know, they've all grown together, they're just huge. We've been here for 7 years, going into the 8th season, and only once has this been covered in flowers. The other years they were like really spotty, a whole bunch on one side and not on the other, and just sparkling through it, and it's been really erratic. And I've cut it thinking maybe it blooms on new wood, and it doesn't bloom. And then I don't cut it for a couple of years and it doesn't bloom. And so, like, I don't know what makes it happy and wants to bloom. And it's just really taking up a big amount of space, and it's very, very sparse. We'll look at the backside of it in just a minute when we start cutting it. And it's really only got like 3-4 inches of actual growth on it. The rest of it is just wood. So it's just time. It's time to cut it down, start doing something different with that space. But I want to show you what it looks like from this direction and the moon garden, and then we'll take a look in the back. So this is the direction we see it the most because there's a window right here from our living room. And this is how we're looking at this space all the time. And it's just like a big clump of green, and I'm ready to show some differentiation. And then from the moon garden space, it was like covering the fence. I cut it back to get it off the fence, cut it down. I brought it down. I'll link in the description below when we did some pruning on this earlier this year. After it bloomed, it's put on a bunch of fresh growth. It's still not very, like, I mean, it's, what is that, 4 inches of growth, and then the rest of it just looks like this, and it's just not a pretty sight. And I'm just ready for something new. Well, we'll just go ahead and walk back behind here, and you could see what it looks like from the back side. All empty, woody, and then it grows, right? And so I got it to kind of grow a little bit better right here. There's a big gap, but the lilac was covering it, and the Himalayan honeysuckle was covering it for a couple of years. It was all shaded out. It's just been a little bit of a struggle. It hasn't been my favorite for a while, and that's a huge area. I feel like it's just going to be a huge area. When we take this out, it might be a little bit shocking. It's been hard to make the decision to cut it out because when our dog was alive, this was her absolute favorite place to lay. She always laid underneath this shrub, and we had a doggy hammock underneath it for years. She loved it. It was like, if you couldn't find Jasmine, that's where she was. And then this spring, she passed away. This late spring, we cut it back. I just didn't have the heart to cut it out. But I did have the opportunity to get into it a little deeper because she wasn't there. And notice just how much it's kind of failing. And come to the conclusion that it's just like not our favorite thing in the garden. So we're looking forward to removing it and putting something new there. We're thinking maybe a purple leaf crabapple would be beautiful there, but we're still kind of contemplating exactly what we're going to place there. So it should be a pretty easy project. We're just going to go in there and take out stem by stem and haul it off.
It's wet wood, you hard to cut anything. You can see. Keep going. Oh, you can change the curve and anything.
Do you want to take those?
Oh, wow. Wow.
It took away the like sick.
That's true.
All right.
I've had a painting on. The painting on. Just changed head.
Oh, well, there it is. It's all gone now. You can clearly see into the moon garden. A large empty space back here. Plenty enough room for a tree. We will likely be removing the doghouse this summer since Ginger doesn't use it. And yeah, there's all kinds of opportunity now. We could move the fence back this direction or bring it along this way behind these shrubs and expand the moon garden. Lots of options, lots of different options. I already don't miss it. I'm totally fine with it not being there. It's just a little bit of a shock with that much empty space. So from the living room window over you still really just don't notice that much that there is a shrub missing. So that's not quite as shocking. Certainly from the Moon Garden side, definitely, you know, you could see all the way down now. So that's a little bit different, but it looks good. I kind of like it like that. Definitely opens the garden up a lot more. I was thinking that I was just going to immediately put a tree there, but now I'm just kind of liking the idea of kind of dreaming into this space over the winter. The other part that seemed a little like shocking for me, walking by this direction and seeing how much emptiness there is behind these shrubs. It's just like a lot of open space. And I'm sure all of these shrubs are going to be super happy too behind here, because we have this rhododendron that has been completely shaded out on this side. So it'll be interesting to see her kind of lean this way and start pushing new growth this direction. And this Pieris as well, very weak stems on this side because it doesn't get enough sun. So that'll be kind of fun too, to prune this up so that she can shine a little bit better. Oh my goodness. So it's getting a little bit later. It's getting cold. So we're going to stop the project here. We do have the stumps to remove. We're not in a big hurry. We really just needed to open this space up and kind of see, like, what is this going to look like without that shrub? What do we really want to do back here? Do we have as much space as we think we do? You know, even though you take out your measuring tape and you stand back here when it's super congested, it's just really hard to visualize, or at least it is for me. So completely removing this and seeing what the view looks like from this direction and from the Moon Garden direction, that is really key to the next chapter of this garden's life. So we're going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were inspired to remove something from your life that does not bring you joy, whether it's a plant, a situation, a place, a person. Life is too short to not be celebrating every day. So I hope that you're celebrating your life today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.